What's up? Good morning, YouTube. It is me, the Artisan MC. Time for the fastest live stream west of Mississippi and a CArtisan stream. So, what is this CArtisan stream about? It is Happy Humpintine Day. Well, not only will you should be bending somebody over today for Hump Day, but also giving them some chocolate and some flowers if you can get into that kind of thing. So I figured, since I coined the phrase, I would do a little stream real quick. I've been doing a lot of CArtisan streams because it's been a bit crowded on Monday mornings, or at least mornings. It's been a little bit crowded lately. And whereas I don't draw big numbers, I like the numbers that I do draw. So Valentine's. Went to sleep at 6:30. Woke up this morning at 1. Then I fell back asleep about 4. And woke up again around 6 or so. So basically, I had one day of 8 hours of sleep, which is rare and weird for me. It makes me feel a little weird. Rested but weird. So I spent the better part of the morning not wanting to get up and go into work and thinking about making breakfast that I never actually got out of bed to make. Winter time, man. I don't like being cold. California brown bear. I don't like being cold. So anyway, Valentine's Day. I'm not gonna shit on Valentine's Day this year. I have a vague memory that I might have shitted on a little bit last year. And last year I was actually with somebody. But I don't, at this age and the age before this, I don't get into commercial holidays that much anymore. I just really don't. Not that I don't understand their use and their purpose. I just don't get it. It doesn't resonate with me the same way. So when I got up this morning, a couple of the ladies that I know of that I've gone out with, I sent them a song. The song was from Prince. The song from Prince I put up on my community tab. Most people don't even remember that damn song. Like some people, Prince understand it or listening to Prince music stopped after the Purple Rain. They don't know shit about Prince music. So I went ahead and threw that little ditty in there because I remembered it when I woke up this morning. And sent it to a few people, and a couple of people responded back positively, like, I don't remember this song. Of course you don't. Of course you don't. You're not actually a Prince fan. But the song Chocolate Box is a fun one because in typical Prince fashion, it has, blaring genius guitar riffs in it, but metaphoric lyrics that get you to thinking like, what the fuck? Basically, you can get this deep. But it's a fun song because it's an up-tempo song. It's not a slow song or ballad, but it's an up-tempo song that you can actually dance to. So it was fun. It was fun for me to listen to it. It got my mood up and right for this morning. So we got a lot of ghost watchers today. So I was thinking about it, talking with a couple of those friends, thinking about Valentine's and who's celebrating what, and I was sitting here having sort of a laugh on everybody who got them cupcaked up right before Valentine's Day. I was like, they played it smart. Played it smart. It's okay. Then I also thought about my friend who was having a medical procedure going on today. And I had to tell her, that's not the way you're supposed to, get that thing looked into on Valentine's Day. I'm just saying, different way of doing it. But she had a comical response for it, and I appreciate that because it was actually pretty funny. It was actually pretty funny. So, what up, Nigel, over in the UK? Charles saying happy V-Day, yeah, Vagina Day. Happy Vagina Appreciation Day. It is what it is. Nigel over in the UK said he ghost watching. Ghost watchers in the UK, that's cool. I was just talking about some of your fellow citizens, namely Finola Hughes, who's in Staying Alive. She's a Brit actress. And then Roma Downey, talking about some of your fellow citizens. And I was mentioning how I like pretty Brits. I do. I don't personally know that many, but I do like them. The attitude. Not attitude, excuse me. That posh class nature and accents. I do like accents. Get the fuck out the way. Jesus Christ, dude. It's an exit. You don't have to go 20 miles an hour to get off. No V-Day. VD Day. That's funny, Charles. Happy VD Day. That's a good one. You know the real party is the day before, the day after Valentine's, right? Valentine's Day is that commercial one, But National Side Piece Day is tomorrow. That's when the real bumping go down. Valentine's is like the graduation, but the 15th is actually like the after party. Graduation after party. That's when the shit really go down. Happy VD Day. You fucked up, dude. You messed up. So anyway, I was thinking about this, and the people that I still hold to the view that Valentine's Day after a point is only for new love or young people. After that, it's kind of pointless, especially if you are married in a long-term relationship, live together, something like that. It's pointless. I was thinking about this yesterday, right? My coworker, old guy, he's had to been with his wife like 30 years or so. Gotta be, right? And he has a wife, not a girlfriend, none of that shit, right? He has a wife. And I have to think, like, is he really going to actually stress about taking her out on Valentine's Day today? Fuck no. Hell no. Of course he is not. Why wouldn't he? Because it's already proven. It's already proven. There's nothing to prove. Right? I figured that shit out when I was married. It's like how many, especially this time of year, is after January? You've already did Christmas and shit? How many opportunities are you supposed to have to shower money and gifts on women who don't repay that shit? What's the point? I mean, what is the end goal here? You got it. Especially when you're married. You got it. Is this how you keep it, by still buying her gifts? That doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't really make any sense to me. What are you going to get that you didn't get last year? Another tennis bracelet? Another diamond outside the big one you got her on her finger? And then what's the trade-off? Look, when I was married was when I figured out how much marriage ain't got shit to do with the man. And a lot of that stuff ain't got nothing to do with the man. Because there is no days that you really have to show appreciation for men. You don't. Because think of it like this. I'm all for, everything being reciprocal. I'm big on that shit, right? You give, you get, you get, you give, right? So if Valentine's Day is about taking a woman out, the chocolate and the flowers and shit like that, and this is the day for lovers, right, with an S, not a lover, but lovers, okay, how does a woman show her man Valentine's Day? How? How does she show it? What are the advertising campaigns about it? Because you know all the ones right off the top of your head for women. Where are the ones for men? You say, oh, you need to buy some new power tools? What about that car he wanted? That cute blonde at the diner? Yeah. Why don't you get her for a threesome? Is that it? No, you don't see anything like that. You don't. So back in my 30s, late 20s, early 30s, when I was actually pondering all of this shit, I was really realizing and really understanding that none of this shit has to do with men, outside of the fact that you're supposed to be kicking out some money. And I really figured out that it's one of the ways that the society and government and everything like that conspires to keep you broke. It does. It constantly finds ways to keep you shelling out money for shit that you don't need. For people sometimes who don't appreciate the shit. Now, I'm not a love hater. I'm not, singing like Andre 3000 or nothing like that. I'm not a love hater. I do believe it's, like I said, new love. Yeah, y'all go out for Valentine's Day because you ain't established. Right? Young love. It's where you learn how to do all of this shit to show a woman a good time out and stuff like that. Right? This is how you learn it. Right? It's the testing ground. But after that point, if you're not always jumping into relationships, they can't put up the Valentine's Day pictures of the year before because they always with a different fucking dude or a different chick. What's the point? Doesn't make any sense. It's pointless. Like I told my kids before, I know what they wanted every year for Christmas. Never having to ask because it was always just something else. That's all it was. That was the easiest answer. What do you want for Christmas this year? Something else. What do you want for Valentine's Day? Something else. What do you want for your birthday? Something else. It's always the same answer. But it's never the same answer when it comes down to you as a man, when it comes down to your one appreciation day or two out the year. Father's Day, if you've had kids. If you haven't had kids, you don't get that one. And your birthday, which some people will get absent around your birthday. So it never really comes down to a day in a year that you actually have to appreciate the man in your life for him being the man in your life. Never really. And even when it does, they don't spend any fucking money on it. Like Angry Man was talking about it the other day, talking about getting a tie. Yeah, one tie with everybody's name on the car. That's what you fucking. Here's what they think about you. Like NWA would say, here's what they think about you. That's all you get. And if you don't like it, then they get butthurt. Then they get butthurt. Oh, you don't like this ugly ass tie I got you? Well, no. One, because it's ugly. Two, because I don't wear ties. Why don't you give me some shit that I actually use all the time? Like, I don't know, some new boots. Some warm clothes while I'm going out there in the cold and doing this work to put food on the table. Why don't you get me a fucking gas card with $200 on it? You know, some good coffee, some cigars. You know, some of the shit that I actually want, that I actually spend money to get for you. You know, simple shit. But no, they never go there because that shit is expensive. Like, yeah, so is your shit. So it just strikes me as kind of funny. But regardless of all that, I am not a hater of the sentiment of Valentine's Day. I just don't like the commercialized aspect of it. And the commercialized aspect of it is the one that only focuses on women. Solely on women. And you have to do these things or the woman is upset. And you're going to have a terrible time in your relationship because you didn't do shit for her for Valentine's Day. But my old man thinking is this: if you always looking for a fucking payout, the fuck are you here for? You were making yourself just another bill. Plain and simple. So it gets into, at least for me, what's the point of most of it? Because hell, I like chocolate too. But I know giving me chocolate ain't the standard affair on this day. I like dinner too. I like eating. I know that's not the standard affair. That's probably not what will happen. Giving me flowers is not the thing. I don't really care for those. So what's next? Jewelry might be cool on my off times, but during the week, I don't wear a lot of jewelry. I don't. It's too much shit to get snagged on stuff. So what? So it makes it interesting. It makes it understanding that point that people are always giving women the answers because they don't have to think about this shit, which is why your Valentine's Day for men is always weak as shit because they don't have to think about what to get you. They figured the same cooch that they gave you the night before is the same cooch you should be happy with the day of. No, shouldn't be. Shouldn't be. Should be something different, something special, something strange. Because I can tell you, one of my favorite Valentines that I spent with a woman was not my wife, was with one of my exes, the big Latina ex, and we went up to Tahoe for Valentine's. We up there in the snow and had that big heart-shaped hot tub with the champagne and wine and shit like that. That was boss. That was boss. That was some boss shit. We had some good time with the red necktie and all of that shit. Had a good damn time. And it was some different shit than the regular old sex we was having staying together. Made it fun. But I don't think everybody does that. I think everybody just sit up and looking like an expected mother with their hands out. So, on this Humpintine's Day, I had a business idea, and I went over it with my friend that somebody should actually make an app to where on days like this, all these single Galentine's girls can hit the app and get somebody to come over immediately and give them an orgasm. And I think a lot of women would take men up on that shit. You could, because you're so strong and independent. But sometimes you want a nice meaty stock and not that plastic half a man that you play with. Just saying. So hold on one second. So I was laughing about this with my friend yesterday, and we were joking about the shit, about how I would call it orgasms on demand services, ODS, ODs. And it's like an app, but it's very specific. The woman just logs onto the app and like, look, I need this. Maybe I don't want the meat. Maybe I want the tongue tornado. I ordered up the tongue tornado, and like fucking DoorDash, a dude that she picked comes over, bangs it out, and goes about her way. Sends it on her way. Now, it sounded like a good money-making idea to me, which was the second time I've had an idea like that, which was the first one was Chance Encounters, which since women like all that fantasy and romance and stuff, you like if you ever seen the movie The Game with Michael Douglas, somebody does something like that for a chance encounter. A woman wants this romantic affair. She got all this money and all the rest of this shit that she claims that she wants. Well, she orders that shit all up. She pays for it, and then it happens. She doesn't know when it's going to happen. It just happens. And like The Game, this whole scenario plays out, and then it's done. You get the bill. Right? Well, this one, the app idea is quicker, and the whole time I'm thinking of it and laughing, I'm thinking of George Carlin. And one of George Carlin's skits was about how he doesn't understand why prostitution is illegal. Because selling is legal and fucking is legal. And the joke is, why isn't selling fucking legal? It doesn't make any sense. Why is it perfectly illegal to give something away for free that if somebody took you out for dinner, you would give them away for pretty much free? It's the same shit. Because if you pay for dinner to get a piece, it's no different than spending that same $40 and rolling up on her on the corner and say, hey, I got $40. How much for having it? Same shit. And technically, for a man, it's the same shit. You're paying money either way. Money is spent either way. Like I said, no matter the amount of money you pay before you get it is what you paid to get that shit. It's just what it is. I have to be upset about it. It's just the way the game is played because they pay nothing for dick unless you make them. And that usually means that everybody else, a couple of her girlfriends, had to have it first. So, with that, I hate that these people just want to fucking crowd me. I'm here. I'm going to get in here to this office, get some work done. I wish you guys a happy Humpintine Day. And if you can, get it in. And if you can't, get it in tomorrow. You know where you rank on the food chain. Peace, y'all.